Line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Check 55. Mike. Danny. Switch.
One, Omaha.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll run it here with Portis. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, 10, touchdown. A great play there. 94 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To throw on 3rd down. Clemens under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jannard Avery, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
21.
36.
Now a carry for Portis. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
11. 11.
Check.
2. 2. 2. Get hot.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Tillman, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Here we go.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
21. 21.
Check 37. Check 37. Kill, kill, kill. Check, 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 check.
Get hot.
Running right, Portis. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. Here we go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Garoppolo. They set up the screen to Portis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Portis, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's coming. We got double up. Check 52. Get hot.
On 2nd down now, Tillman, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
65.
Bang. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On the toss, this is Clinton Portis. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A run with Portis, and he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Switch it, switch it, switch it, switch it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. From midfield now, here's Palmer. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Flushed out right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Past the 20. And this will be a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Be driven.
Throwing is Palmer. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Palmer. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
Let's go.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He's going to take, and I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protein spill. Smoke.
On third down, Palmer letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. That's going to be caught.
Well, they needed a jump start. They needed energy. They needed anything positive to get them going in this game. And that fake there, I think, has to provide that spark.
Yeah, with that deficit, you might have been anticipating defensively. Could have been a fake. They still executed it, though.
Should have been anticipating it, but as you pointed out, they executed it so well, it probably didn't matter. A big-time play there.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Another shot from the one on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
At their own 19-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
12, fellas, here we go.
Check 55 to Mike. Check.
21, here we go.
It's on field. It's on field.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Palmer will throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Palmer. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On the give, here's Portis. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
21.
They hand it off to Portis. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. And they get 14 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Alert! Watch the safety creep. Show it up.
Now a handoff looking right. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run. But how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in? Or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Palmer now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now it's Palmer. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Good work that time to get them to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you.
And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Now a give left side. It's Portis. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
21.
15-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo completes it to Hardman. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
11.
Check 26. Kill.
They'll run on 3rd down with Portis. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
Mike 47.
Throwing again. Palmer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Exit.
97's the mark.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long, being chased out left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Palmer. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A gain of 6 there on first. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25.
We got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
12, fellas, here we go.
Topper! Topper! SOS. SOS.
Quick dash. 21. 21.
On second and 9, Garoppolo taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Palmer. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
8, 2, 5.
Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eli Apple. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
21. 11.
And to give this time to the tailback. Preston Smith there on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up second and 9 at the 21-yard line.
So second and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Here we go.
55. Hey, eat. Run.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry.
it'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems, only got real ones round them. Only got, it take a week to count it. Then I'm back up, name the place and we back up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up, I had to get back up. I can't take no loss, you better call back up. I'm running it down to finish, I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big, better run up